Welcome, welcome. You're listening to the Drink a Little podcast, where we talk about exploring the world of wine and spirits while not letting it take over your life. My name is Kelly Doherty. I'm a joyful child of God and a certified life coach. I'm also a wine educator and wine and spirits brand designer. I'll show you how you can navigate your relationship with alcohol and how that mindset spills over into the rest of your life. We'll learn about the world of wine and spirits together, all while bolstering your confidence that you can have boundaries around alcohol and live your most amazing life. This is episode number 5, Carmen Gran Reserva 2021 Sauvignon Blanc. So, how this works is we taste a little and then we see where that leads us in the world of managing our mind and creating intentionality around drinking. And today we will be discussing the balance of certainty and uncertainty. So, I picked up this Chilean Sauvignon Blanc for 2 reasons. I have heard of this winery named Carmen. It's the first and oldest winery in Chile, started in 1850. So I thought that just deserved a nod. And that alone is reason to try something from this winery. And secondly, when I think of Sauvignon Blanc, at least in the US, most people are thinking of New Zealand Marlborough typically. These are very commercially available and I love them, but I wanted to try something a little different. I wanted some variety. Those New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs are very high acidity, super refreshing, citrus, tropical fruit, a little bit of crushed herbs, and they're consistent. You can count on them. And I still wanted to experience this same grape from a different part of the world. And French wine lovers, I do hear you. There are, of course, beautiful Sauvignon Blancs coming out of the Loire Valley, out of Bordeaux, south of France. So those are for another day. But here is the Carmen, and I want to give it a little swirl and see what we have going here. This is citrus, grapefruit, passion fruit. That is one of my favorites in whites. Fresh and limey, much lighter on the herbaceous notes than you would see from the New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs. So I do appreciate that. And it has a little more body to it than I was thinking. This is beautiful and elegant. It is so fun to compare the same grape grown in different locations. And you're wondering, like, how does this relate to life coaching and managing our mind around over drinking? And choosing this wine over the Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc was an exercise in balancing certainty versus uncertainty, or in this case, variety. And I want to reference Tony Robbins here. He touts that we need to understand the core needs that drive every decision we make. And we all have these 6 core human needs, and we're trying to balance them at all times. The needs are certainty, uncertainty or variety, significance, connection and love, growth, and contribution. And these are the things that fuel us. These are the things that make us go. Most of our behavior is coming from trying to meet these 6 needs. And different people lean more heavily on different needs because of their personality or their life experiences. And just having awareness that you have these 6 human needs can help you understand what drives you. And it can help you develop more healthy relationships with yourself and others, figuring out what drives them. So today I just wanted to focus on the first 2 of certainty and uncertainty. And when I learned these concepts, the examples that were used were around our choices in movies. So sometimes we want to have that certainty. We want to watch a movie that we have seen 3 times. We know exactly how it's going to end. We know the full arc of the story. We enjoy that comfort of knowing what's coming. And for me, that is the British murder mystery 1 Hour. seasons where you know within an hour that murder is going to be solved, and so there's no worries. It's very comforting. And then if you want the uncertainty in movies, you want something you've never seen before that's exciting, that's different, that gives you that variety. You don't know where the story is going, you don't know what that character is going to do next. And we need both of those things. We watch both of those types of movies to become a balanced person. So, bringing this certainty and uncertainty back to wine, for certainty, I would go to a Marlborough, New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Yes, it can be the easy pick for a party. You don't know everyone's preferences. You know you can rely on it year after year. You know what to expect. It's a no-brainer. But the key point here is that it is a no-brainer, which means we're defaulting to our primal brain, our subconscious, so we don't have to consciously think about it. And that is perfect for some situations, but not perfect when we're trying to consciously shift our relationship with how much we drink. And the variety here, trying the Chilean Sauvignon Blanc, where we add some uncertainty on purpose, where it comes into exploring that new thing you've never tasted before, then our brain automatically has to go to a more conscious level of consumption. And so you've got this new wine. Your brain has already maybe decided to think something like, this is just something we're going to try. And that thought, this is something we're going to try, produces a feeling. And in this case, that feeling might be excitement or openness to this new thing. As opposed to going with a known wine, maybe your feelings are comfort and certainty. So when you have those feelings of excitement and openness, and you're thinking, this is just something to try, you're consciously setting yourself up to try just a little and not perhaps more than you intended or you want to without purposefully thinking about it. Because this is not your go-to wine, this is not a no-brainer wine. And shifting the wine you choose can shift your decision making out of your subconscious and into your conscious awareness. It sounds small, but it's really huge to be in your conscious awareness. It's where we make all the best decisions for the experiences we want to create for ourselves. I know we're not one-dimensional. It's great to have that go-to wine when someone's coming over and you're out of time to think about what to get. I totally get it. But what is the next dimension for you growing a conscious relationship with wine or alcohol in general? Where do you want to explore next? I think wine is grown in countries you haven't even thought of yet. Explore them consciously. And my invitation for you today is to not go unconscious the next time you go shopping for wine. So choose something a little different, maybe just for the experience of trying a little. And pro tip, the people that work in the aisles are an untapped knowledge base. I used to be scared to talk to those people. I'm relatively introverted. I was thinking, I don't know enough to talk to them. And then on the flip side, our brain goes totally the other direction and says, well, they probably don't know anything anyways. And then if they do, they're just going to try to get me to buy the most expensive thing. And through experience, I can tell you none of these are true. I've run into some of the most knowledgeable and kind people in the liquor store aisles. Use them. I promise you don't have to do the research yourself. Be honest with them and let them guide you to the next level of wine that gives you the variety of life you've been looking to taste. Okay, my friends, that's what I have for you today. Make sure to get some variety in your life, bring it to a conscious level, and drink well to live well. Next Tuesday, we will be tasting a wine called Latitude 42, a red wine from Ribera del Duero, Spain. So pick one up or simply listen along. And if you want to take anything I teach to a deeper level, I do have a one-on-one coaching program tailored to your needs, where we cover how to stop over drinking, how to love yourself for all the right reasons, and emotional well-being. Go to kellydoherty.com/cheers to learn more. That's KELLYDOHERTY.com/cheers.